Here we are on the intent details page looking at the disposable intent, and in particular we're looking at the correctness score for this intent, which you can find here and here. You will see we're on the correctness tab, which shows you the correctness distribution diagram visualizing this data. The idea of this diagram is to have all your data points green and as close to the center of the central circle as possible. This central circle represents your focused intent, disposable, and the outside circles are other intents, which are possible confused intents. The dotted line here is a confidence threshold, and you can change it here. You can see the circles change in size as you decrease or increase the confidence. Each dot you see here represents a training question in your disposable intent. And if you hover over one of the data points, you can see the question of the training data and the level of confidence the question is currently being returned at. The closer the data point is to the centre of the circle, the more confident the model is. Green dots show correct predictions and will either be in or outside the intent circle. If they're inside the circle, it means that the model has provided the right intent and is within the confidence threshold, and so the user was likely provided with the right answer. If the green dot is outside the confidence threshold, we likely didn't present this answer to the user as the model was not confident enough. If the dot is red, it means the most confident intent prediction was the incorrect one. If it's outside any of the outer circles, it's likely the answer wasn't shown to the user as the model wasn't confident enough. However, if the red dot is inside the circle, then this unfortunately is worse, because not only did the model predict it was wrong, it was also quite confident about this wrong prediction, and so the wrong answer would have been presented to the user. It's important to address these, and you can pin these questions to work on later by clicking here. In fact, you can click any questions you want to work on more, and it just makes them a bit easier to focus on, as it pins them to this area here, and it also pins them to the top of the page across all three tabs, giving you some useful information, and you'll be able to easily see improvements or regressions made in the pinned questions in subsequent tests without having to search for these questions, saving you time. You can also click on Show More on the training data question to get some further information. You can see the question at the top, and each word is highlighted in a different colour. You can also see the expected intent to the left, highlighted in amber, and on the right will be up to 2 more intents, which are the most confused intents for this question, with the confidence returned for each intent showing. The confidence threshold is shown here by the dotted line. All the training data for each of these intents is also shown, and the idea of the colour coding is to give you a clear visual on the words that have been picked up on in other intents from your question, therefore influencing the intent prediction. In this example, you can see the likely cause of this intent being returned, the spend category, is because it's picked up on the words what and I and spend from this spend category intent. You can also search for a particular question using the search bar.